Hello, welcome to a very exciting vlog. I can't believe what I'm about to say to you actually, and I don't think you're going to believe it either. I don't know why I decided to start filming this when I'm literally up to my eyeballs in snot, but I thought I'd just document this moment. I just went for a run. Did 6k because I'm trying to get back on my runner plan because I enjoy using that. So I'm going to have to swipe my snot. It's going in the wash anyway, so I might as well. Running's really weird. Honestly, the first like 2k, I was like, I really can't be arsed. Then I was like, why don't we just see how you feel when you get halfway? I got to halfway, suddenly I was Mo Farah. I was like gliding. Like, I just thought I was the shit. And I was like, oh, isn't it interesting that your brain, I saw this quote and it was like, you can actually do 40% more than you think you can. Like when you think you're at your limit, you're not, because your brain does it for you. And since I've had that in my head, I'm like, it's so true, because I can do so much more than what my brain thinks. Like when I ignore my brain, I can do so much more. It's so weird. I need to have a shower. While I'm here, I'm going to show you the things that I use in the shower because I just think I've got really good products. Right, okay, and none of these have been sent to me. These are all things that I have found and I like. So first up, my hairdresser suggested these two, Pureology Hydrate for dry colour treated hair. Now these two, I think together, maybe it was 70 quid at the time I was like, but the last two I had of these lasted me like a year and 5 months, maybe over a year. So if I divide that with the amount of hair washes, it doesn't seem actually that bad because you only have to use a tiny bit because it's so good. Like it lathers up really well. Then I got this in Dubai and I visited my friend. Weird thing to decide to buy there, but I absolutely love it. And it's this antibacterial body wash from Johnson's. And I found that using this, I would sometimes get bumps here from where I sweat, I think, from working out. They've all gone now. And I really like the smell of that. Maybe because it reminds me of having a nice time with my friend, I don't know. Then I got this razor. This is a subscription. I actually need to cancel the subscription because they've sent me so many heads, I don't need them. But I love this razor. This is from FFS, yeah. So it's a proper nice like metal one. And my friend had one of these in Dubai and I used hers. And she was like, look, I'll give you your own head because I don't really want you like shaving with my thing. And I was like, yeah babe, sure. But then I took it off, but then she didn't know that. So I think actually we all just ended up sharing the same one. So that's nice. And then cleanser. I'm loving this, Anua for sensitive skin, heart leaf pore control. I tried because my friend had this on holiday, so in Dubai, so I got this as well. And then I also got the heart leaf pore deep cleansing foam, so it's how I double cleanse. And then I also use CeraVe's hydrating one. I kind of mix it up just because I don't even know where that is. But anyway, sometimes I use the CeraVe one, sometimes I use that one. And then what else do I use? Oh, this now obviously isn't shower, but this SPF I absolutely love. This one, Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Vitamin Probiotics SPF 50. This is the best one I've ever used, honestly. I absolutely love this. Like it just glides on, it doesn't feel cakey, it's got no white cast. I can't believe that no one honestly talks about this. It's like 15 quid. And then I use CeraVe's retinol eye cream and that's everything. I think that is everything, yeah. There you go, that's how you get this gorgeous. Okay, let me then show you my skincare stuff. Oh, I love this. Okay, so this is what I then put on my face to make it clearer. So let me give you some context of my skin. This is my skin. See, I have a bit of texture here. This is a bit red, and then here. But, oh my God, I was having such big spots all up here, really horrible spots here, and it's calmed down so much. And this is what I use, okay? So, first up, I went for a facial, and it was an extracting one. And so she like popped everything that was on my face, and so I had loads of spots that were here. That actually smoothed out that skin for me. Now, I went to a dermatologist, she said, or some people that works with, some people it doesn't. For me, it did work. Then, this is what I use. This, if I could only have one product I use on my skin for the rest of my life, it would be this. Clarifying Azelaic Acid, 20%. Dermatica don't actually sell this anymore. I can just find it on their Amazon, and I'm so scared they're gonna stop selling it. If they did, I'd get the prescription Cirorem, and you can get it on like Superdrug. This is so good because it's got nothing that annoys your skin. Like when my skin was in the absolute pits, I was so scared to put anything, like I was washing it just with water and I've been putting moisturiser on. This was the thing that sorted it out. This as well, so I always had texture on my forehead and I just thought that was me as a person. I thought like, you know, like having blackheads on your nose. I've just had blackheads on my nose since I was like 11. So I just presumed that I'd always have it on my head. My head is completely, apart from like an actual spot, is smooth, and it is 100% this because I've not ever used anything else that had that. Even when your skin is irritated the next day, oh my God, I think this is so, I can't explain. Azelaic acid, high percentage, so good and not scary. It's not like a retinol that you're like, oh, it could be good, but it could cause a purge. Like there's nothing like that with this. Low risk. Then, I've told you about this, best thing ever. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll get this and I'll mix in, do you know what, this is the thing that everyone always asks me when I've got a tan, what it is, and it's this. But I do think this does clog my skin a bit, but it is the best thing to give yourself a bit of colour, to give you a bit of a tan. So it's difficult because I love it, but I think for my skin maybe it's not that good for it, but I do still use it because I love what it looks like so much. So I am actually thinking of reverting back to my drunk elephant, because the ingredients are a bit better for me. Oh, hello, I'm over here, babe, come back. Also, I love that some of you thought that this was Rory filming and moving, but it's not. My camera's got face detection. Oh, another thing I tried, because I want to see if maybe, if I don't want to use this because it's shiny, is getting some of my Chanel cream bronzer and mixing that in with my SPF and then putting it on. I've then been using this. I got this in Dubai, so I don't know how good it is. It's a Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream, because it's non-hormonogenic or whatever it is, I don't know. So that's that. Then on a spot, I've either been using this Dr. Sam neutralising gel, so I put that over the spot. And I didn't think these would actually work, but they do. I use that, or I use, there's an equivalent from La Roche-Posay. They've got a really good one. Is this it? Anti-Perfection. I think I've got a smaller one as well, but this is really good for putting on spots. Actually, I'm going to put that on now, on this. Look at this mega one. It looks like I've got a love bite on my neck. Oh, it's so big. And I've got another mega one here. And then there. Fine. So I just put that over the spots that need it. And then, oh, these. Okay. I don't know how good my eyelashes are looking right now, because sometimes they get a little bit annoyed after a shower. But I think this has changed my life. No, sorry, that is so dramatic. I don't mean that, but I think this is changing the game for me eyelash-wise, because my girl does my eyelashes, Lenya, she's so good. If you live in Surrey, look her up, LM Cosmetics. She said to me, do you use lash serum? And I was like, I'm starting to. And she's like, I'm noticing it, your eyelashes are getting longer. And I was like, oh. Hello. So I use the Glow for it, lash growth serum, and then I use the brow serum as well. And then let me see if I can show you. I've never ever had anything that is like good lashes. Like, I can't explain to you. Lashes have just never been on the cards for me. And I think I had this lash lift done about 2-3 weeks ago. Genuinely, I feel like I look like I've got long lashes. Like, not long to the same as like some people. Bear in mind, obviously I don't remember to do this every night. Like, imagine if I actually did. I'd probably do this like 2-3 nights a week. So I'm absolutely going to stick at this now in the new year. I'm like trying to make it something that I do like after I clean my teeth, so that I can build the habit of something that I already obviously do twice a day. That really sounded like I was really trying to sell in. Like, I do definitely clean my teeth. I've kind of done this all in a weird order actually. Whatever. Final thing, CeraVe Repair Eye Cream with 3 essential ceramides and hyaluronic acid. So hopefully this is really going to sort me out too. And that's everything on my little login. I need to actually go and get on with the day. So let's go make some money moves. Okay, maybe I'm just going to sit here and see if you notice anything different. Notice anything? I'm engaged. I can't believe it. I always thought that you would kind of know when that was going to happen. Like, you'd be getting the vibe, but like, I was not getting the vibe. I was not getting the vibe at all. Do you know what? I thought next year it definitely is going to happen, but not this year. I even sent Rory a video a couple of weeks ago being like, last Christmas, not as a fiance. And he was like, haha, like, yeah, good one. But yeah, it was weird, because then we spoke about that when it happened, and he was like, actually, your last year as a non-fiance. It's already happened, babe. Anyway, I thought you could come with me for the next few days. I can talk you through what happened. I think it's quite funny with these big events, because you kind of think that like everything's going to change, but like no one else cares. Do you know what I mean? Like, life goes on as normal. We got back on Sunday, yesterday, and then today I've just been working, and Rory's just been working. So like, you kind of think like you're just going to be like, but you're not. And also, what day is it today? I think it's the 15th of December today. I am not announcing it to like the social world until following Sunday. So maybe you might see this at the same time, I'm not sure. I'm not announcing it to the world until then, because I just want some time to enjoy it myself, and also some time to tell friends and family. And I also think, as someone, that big life events are quite overwhelming. And I know this is going to sound like weird. I find it quite hard even like talking about it quite a lot to like friends and family, because it's very emotional. So like, every time I'm like finally relaxing, it's like jump, like my Oura ring has literally been saying for the last 3 days that I've just been purely stressed, because it's just overwhelming. Do you know what I mean? And you always think with these big moments that suddenly like your ADHD or whatever else is just going to disappear, but it doesn't. Like, it's still very much there. So I'm just taking my time very gradually to tell everyone, and then I can't wait to tell all you guys and celebrate with you. But I also, because of like object permanence and forgetting things, I didn't want to like forget someone and then find out via like Instagram. So I'm really just double checking that everyone that I want to tell personally knows before it goes out to the hemisphere. So yeah, there's been nothing really interesting to report. I've just done a wash, and now I think I'm going to finish off decorating my tree because I ordered loads of decks but I never put them up, and the tree's looking too nice for my liking, so I'm going to do that. But I just thought you could follow me around for the few days afterwards because I don't know, I think it'd be nice for me to have this selfishly to like document and to look back on in the future to see what life was like at this point in time. But I also thought it'd be quite nice just to show that like it's weird, you have these big moments but like they really don't change your life that much. You're still going to be doing the same things, babe. So I don't know, I think that's maybe just quite a good reminder sometimes. So anyway, I'm going to put my decks up. I don't know whether to do a completely separate video, like talking about how it happened and stuff, or whether to talk about it in this video, so I'll decide. Hello, fiance over there. How do you feel being a fiance?
No different.
As you can tell, he's loving it. I'm just finishing decorating the tree. Some nice decorations. So this is the tree at the minute. So as you can see, I've added some big baubles, which we had some friends come round and they said the tree was very much giving like Towie vibes. And I thought, yeah, cool. Like I think isn't this what celebs do? Like celebs have proper like big baubles, so that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. I mean, I don't know if it's quite carrying. Also love the big candy canes. Oh, actually, I haven't even put the lights on. Like, where are the lights? Rory was like, my one request is that we just have like some gold like lights, so it's like quite relaxing, like vibes in the living room, because Rory likes a very calm atmosphere, and actually, to be fair, so do I. So I was like, yeah, okay, fine, I'll respect that. Then I actually did the opposite. This is our tree. Absolutely perfect in my eyes. Oh no. Why do I actually feel bad that I might have hurt him? No, it's just a wreath. It wouldn't have hurt him, would it? I also got this to put on while decorating the tree, because I think it's quite sweet. Rory's got one as well, but I don't think I'm going to be able to convince him into it. Maybe I can. Maybe now I'm in my fiance era, he's got to agree to everything. We keep saying fiance era ironically, but I feel that you don't know that, and then it sounds like I'm seriously talking like that, so I apologise if it sounds that way. I also wanted to get me and Rory both a little one of these, but they didn't have Rory and Holly. They just had Riley and Holly, and I kind of thought that's close enough. So little Riley and Holly are going on the tree as well. I also don't know where to put these in our front garden. Our front garden is so horrible. It's got a load of leaves. It's got someone else's rubbish at the minute because it's all blown in there. And on top of that, it's just, I can't even explain it. Like, we have this animal, I think it's a fox, and it just keeps pooing on like our big bin's lid. It's actually mocking us, like it's getting on top of the bin and just doing a massive turd. I was thinking of putting this in like the flower bed, but I just think, can you polish a turd? No. Maybe this would ward off the pooing animal. Maybe I'll give it a go. I also got these to put up the lights. 2 giant suction hooks. But they look a bit like nipple covers. Maybe I'll just stick them on. Attach the lights to there. Give everyone a bit of a show. I want the tree to give proper like infant school vibes. You know, at school when it was just like really bad. Like that's the vibes I'm going for. Wow. Christmas. This is all just classic. Of course now I'm running on bin day, so it stinks. Oh, this engagement's really throwing me off. So now I've realised I'm going to be late because I just tried to get cash out to do my nails. Realised I hadn't actually given myself any money on my card. So I was frantically trying to transfer money while in the queue, and now I'm late. So luckily what I always do is I wear outfits that I could run in so that if this situation comes up I can still make it on time. So used to being late, I'm like, can't wear a coat. Gonna have to wear fleece and a gilet. So there's still room to run. And I know what's going to happen now. I'm going to get there, be a sweaty mess, and then I'm going to think about the fact I'm sweaty, and it's going to mean that I'm going to be even more sweaty. Okay, I've had to stop the run because I'm only 6 minutes away. I've made it. I've got the time down, so I'm going to be on time. And I'm absolutely so out of breath and I'm about to have a Sula. So now I need to compose myself before walking in there. So I'm not like, hello! I must have run there for about 1 minute. I don't know why I'm so exhausted. Why is everything I do odd? Why is nothing just planned nicely? Come on. Sorry, I don't know what you lost there, but basically, it's like I've waited all this time for this moment to relax, but now the moment's here. I'm like, hang on, I actually can't remember what I do to relax, because all I do in the evening is like recover from the day, and it feels so indulgent. It's so weird, because when I used to work in an office, I didn't feel bad when I was taking annual leave, but like now, when I'm taking a day off of like working towards what I want to do, I feel bad. So I'm trying to combat that thought and just give myself the day. I think I also just feel grossly privileged because I'm like, it's a Tuesday. Like, it seems so unfair that I can just choose on this day to like take it slower, but that is just what's happening. Do you know what I mean? So I just need to get over that. So yeah, so I'm gonna get my nails done. Another thing about me and the ADHD is if I don't plan, I will not do anything. And I've been awake since 7, but it's like 10 now, and I've only just got myself out. The whole morning I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a body pump class at 8:30. Missed that, still in bed. Then I was like, okay, well I'll go to the gym. And I was like, I can't be asked. And then I settled on just walking to get my nails done, and I thought, you know what, that's all that's happening today. I've also got my thermal hat on. It's not very cool, but it's keeping my head well warm. And I've got this jacket on because I thought it's going to bring good vibes. See, I've got loads of nail inspo, but another thing is I like going to get my nails done, but then once I'm there, I'm like, this is taking too long. So I can't go for the designs I really like because they take a long time and I can't be asked. So what I've done is I've settled on a few on Pinterest that I'm like, that is the perfect equilibrium, if that's the right word, between what I want and what I can actually stand waiting for. Also, whenever I get cash out to get my nails done, I always panic it's going me more than I'm expecting. And I'm like, babe, you don't just take out 60 quid to get your nails done, but just in case suddenly overnight inflation had gone up and it's now going to be 60 quid for me to get my nails done, I need to be prepared. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, this is the last we're going to see of these nails. This is one hand, this is the other. Are you ready? If you go and walk up, go towards Rory. Still follows your face.
This is the Hollymorrisss channel, and this is my new camera, guys, and this is a Malteser.
We're on the road to 1 million subscribers. Have you ever beaten the camera? Yeah, see if you can get past it. Oh! You drop down to the floor. No, quicker drop. Like, do like a drop down to your stomach.
This is so stupid.
Did I beat it or not?
No, got you.
Thank you for listening, and that's the Fringe tree.
Hello, it's day 2 being, no, it's day 4 being engaged. I didn't do it with this hand because I felt like I was showing off, but now I have done it, so I'm still showing off, sorry. It's all action over here. Rory's gone to the office, so that's a bit snore, and I am filling up my water bottle. And then I've just put a wash on because I couldn't remember when I last washed my bed sheets. And then when I really thought about it, I thought, oh, it hasn't been a week and it hasn't been 2 weeks. So whatever it's been a long time. So I thought I would get on with that. Problem is, this is so boring, sorry. This is so boring. I need to get a dehumidifier because our house is so damp and cold. But I can't bring myself to buy it. Every time I go on Amazon, and I know which one has been recommended, I think you probably follow her on here, Lucy Moon. She does this thing and it's like an actual good Black Friday list, but I think she's still got it on like her Amazon wish list, and I really trust her. I think it's because I know her and I know that she is a trustworthy person and I just like her as a person. Her list of things to buy, I was like, that is the only list that is tempting me, and it was things like a dehumidifier, a portable steamer. I was like, yes, because I don't want to get the iron out. Every time I get that iron out, I'm like battling the cupboard. Also, a mouse died in that cupboard, so I don't want to be going in there anyway. Sorry, I don't know how many twists and turns the story's just taken, but it was more than I'd initially planned. Why are you still wet? So anyway, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, she had a dehumidifier on her thing, like a good one, and I thought, Holly, you know you need to buy that to stop putting it off, but alas, I can't stop putting it off. But why am I taking so? Oh my god, yes, because the reason I haven't changed the bedding is because I have one lot of bedding from Piglet in Bed that I absolutely love, okay? It's linen, so it's expensive. They sent it to me. I absolutely love it, and it makes such a difference. Like, I really didn't think it would, but I can't bring myself to buy another round from them. So I'm going to wait until the sales. But because it's so nice, no other bed sheets match, and I'm so all or nothing. So if I wash my bed sheets, they have to dry the same day so I can put them back on. But they all just end up smelling like damp because I get impatient and put them on wet, or nothing dries in this house anyway. So what I've actually done is I've put the heating on because Rory's in the office, so he can't tell me not to. And I'm just really hoping that it dries in time. I can put it back on the bed. Otherwise, maybe we'll have to go and spend the night at my parents' house because I'm not doing it. I'm not putting on the poo sheets. I like my good sheets. I like my sleep, okay? So yeah, I'm being a princess. Whatever. I'm giving it the big one, but I'm still going to worry that you all think I'm an asshole. So anyway, so I'm going to have to just get these sheets dry before Rory gets back, and hopefully you're just not going to ask any questions as to how I would have managed that within the time frame. I really thought when someone gets engaged, like, your whole life changes, like suddenly it's quite like magical, whatever, but like nothing's happened. Like, the bed sheets still need to be changed. Like, I ran in today, and when I went and got my nails done, I think you've already seen that, I then ran home because I seem at the minute I'm really trying to be someone that drinks water, but I'm very good at being the person to drink water, but the problem is it's making me need a wee at times that I'm not ready to wee. So I just needed them after my nails were done, but there was nowhere for me to wee, so I just ran home for my life. I got home, and some reason when I'm putting the key in the door, my body's like, should we just wee now? And I'm like, well, ideally not. Don't wee right now because we haven't actually made it in. We're not on the toilet yet. But my body was just like, we're weeing now. So, sorry, I don't know why I'm saying this, but a little bit came out, and I then thought, oh my god, I've just wet myself for the first time as someone that's engaged. So I just thought I'd share that with you. This is the problem when Rory's at the office, because these things I would just tell him, but because he's not here, I'm telling you lot. It feels more embarrassing telling you. But like with him now, you know, he's decided he has to love me. So I can tell him that I've just pissed myself, and that's fine. Oh, do you want to see my nails again? Woo! I really think I should have got gold. Every time I do my nails, I regret what I've done almost imminently, but that's something that we can't dwell on, can we? Because it's not a big deal. It's just your nails, babe. Shut up. I'm actually such a loser. I get really excited whenever Rory texts me. I don't know why. Like, I'm like, obviously he's going to text you. Like, he's going to be doing that. But whenever he does, I'm still like, oh, boyfriend's text me. Exciting. Also, I'm not saying fiance. Fiance is embarrassing. Like, sorry, I'm not changing my whole personality. I think being like fiance is really showy-offy and just a bit annoying, so I'm not saying it. It's banned in this household. We looked up other things you can say. I can call him my intended. I can call him my betrothed. So he can just be my betrothed for now. Because I can't deal with, I'm not a fiance, like, sorry, that's just not, it's not the right vibe, is it? Such show-off vibes. And I am a show-off, but like not about that. It's really weird. I was saying this to my therapist actually. There's certain things that I am such a show-off about, but there's some things I'm like, I can't show off about that, it's too embarrassing. Sorry, I'm just trying to upload something. And like, I love telling stories. Like, I'm such a storyteller. I love telling you stories about like just then when I piss myself or stupid things that's happened to me. But as soon as it's something serious and it's like lovey, I'm like, what? That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the bed sheets. For God's sake, let's go. Anyway, I'm going to give you a bit more engagement chat just for now because I went to therapy last night and I was talking about it. And I was saying just what I said to you then, like, it's really odd to me to message people and be like, look what I've done, because I wouldn't naturally do that. I wouldn't really. Like, I'd message someone something funny, but I would never just message someone and be like, celebrate me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would never, like, say I got a good job at work. I'd text like Rory or like some of my like best friends, but I'm just finding it, it feels really awkward messaging everyone. And like, it just feels like you're showing, like really showing off. Like, I feel like I'm really being like, celebrate me. And I don't like that feeling. It's so odd because I'm such an attention seeker, but obviously with doing this video, I'm just talking about myself. I don't really like talking about myself a lot because I'm so conscious that people are thinking like, shut up, like no one cares. It just feels a bit too self-indulgent. And I also, part of me thinks that like, you know, and think other people have got things going on. Oh, why does it keep losing me? I also think in my head, I'm like, a lot of people like being engaged and getting married and stuff is very important to them, and they'd feel very sad if they hadn't done that yet. And so then it feels a bit like I'm rubbing it in people's face, because to me it's not ever been like, you know, people like, my wedding's the best day of my life and stuff. Getting engaged and getting married has never been what I would deem as like really great and really successful. What I think is great is just that I've got Rory, like I just love him, but like I'm not that bothered about everything else around it. So sometimes it feels like I'm rubbing it in people's faces, and it's weird when you're like around my age at 30, because everyone is like in such different life stages. I don't know, it's just weird. I feel like I've been put in this adult category. That's how I picture it, right? Like being single is like here, and then you get put in this kind of category when you've got a boyfriend, but then when you're engaged, you're in this category, and then you get married, then you have babies, and then you're 100. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, it feels like I'm moving further and further away from just being the girl that I was, even though it's not, like nothing is changing. I just feel like I'm like cosplaying being an adult. It's just really funny, but not funny, a bit scary. So yeah, I don't know if anyone can relate to those feelings. It's just an odd thing to adjust to. This is also probably the potential, I'm actually getting my autism diagnosis on the 6th of Jan, but it's also potentially that. But it seems weird when people are saying congrats, because I'm like, congrats on what? I haven't done anything. I get when people say congrats on like hitting, like with my job, like if I get a big job, or if I hit a certain amount of followers or something, or if I play tennis and won a tennis match. But I don't get when people are saying to me congrats on getting engaged, because I'm like, I really didn't do anything. Me and Rory just met each other and we get on. We didn't actively do anything for this to happen. And you're saying congrats. And it part of also says to me, like, does it say to people that aren't engaged, so congratulations, I've achieved it? Because I'm like, a lot of my friends that are single have achieved way more than I ever have. I don't know. I think I'm overthinking it. I also do think this age I'm at is just weird, because everyone's at such different stages. And it's really hard not to compare with your stages, isn't it? And I don't want anyone to be comparing it to mine. Like, I always try and make sure that I'm not ever like showing off, because I don't want anyone to ever feel they're behind because of what I'm doing. Maybe because I spent most of my 20s feeling like I was behind or not getting it. So then I'm worried about other people looking at me and feeling that. I don't know. Who knows? Not me. God, I'm really giving you some proper therapy talk here. I'm also not going to get, oh my, she's dry! She's bothering me! Sorry, talking about that thing about being in your 20s and feeling like you're behind or whatever. My friends are a real mix of where they are in life. Like, I've got some friends that are like married, had 2 kids. I've got some friends that are not married, had kids. I've got some friends that are married, no kids. I've also got friends that are single, friends that have been on the career ladder since they were 18, friends that are literally only now getting on the career ladder because they've done like pivots and changed jobs and they've done all cool different things. My friends are like all over the shop in terms of that, and I wish that we all knew that when we were younger, because I do think everyone spent all of their 20s just comparing themselves to each other. And it's weird, now everyone's at the end of their 20s or in their 30s. Suddenly, the people that felt like they weren't as successful, I suppose, as the people that are climbing the ladder are now starting their own businesses or doing their own things, and almost in some ways more successful because, and I say that like that, because they're now doing something they love, that they can really, they're their own boss, they can do all themselves, they've got all this room for creativity. And there's some people that are on these like career ladders and stuff that are now like, oh my god, I've always had this job, I've done it for the last 10 years, I can't possibly get off. I'm so jealous of the people that are just starting out, because because the world is their oyster. So if you are watching this and you're in your 20s or your 30s and you think you're behind or ahead or whatever, you'll never be in that position for very long. With me and all my friends, it's almost like you're in a constant toss in the hair, like, and no one ever wins. Or eventually maybe we all win, because you're constantly like, one person's got their shit together and they're like, oh, actually I'm sacking this all off going travelling, and then someone's got their shit together and they're like, oh god, it's all falling apart. It all moves around so much in life that don't worry if right now you're like, oh my god, all my friends have moved to London, or they've got these jobs, they've got this partner, or they've done this, because it all changes so drastically so much. So I hope that is a bit comforting, because it's comforting to me, because I always worried that I was behind, and now I don't. Now I'm like, do you know what, it doesn't matter where I am, it doesn't matter where anyone else is either, because everything could change at the drop of a hat, and everything will change all the time. I'm going to have to come back and turn this over. It's like a turkey in the oven. Not that I agree with that because I'm veggie, but it's going to dry on one side and then dry on the other. Also, this is what happens sometimes. Me and Rory have the same colour towel, and he knows which one is his, but I don't know which one's mine because I don't know right and left, and so that's confusing. So he's like, have you been using my towel? And I'm like, well, I've got no idea which is mine and which is yours, babe. So yeah, obviously. Poor boy. Okay, I'm going to briefly STFU, and then I'm going to do a little like some nice music over the top of me putting my stuff on my Era, because I think sometimes you want a little bit of just like music and not me bleating on, do you know what I mean? We are going to have to go in the mouse cupboard, which is upsetting. It started to smell like cabbage, that's how we knew there was a dead mouse. I'm laughing, but it wasn't funny at the time. I'm just hoping he didn't have any friends in there. I did this thing on Instagram, it's called Up Friday, and people send me out things that are up that week. And I was saying to people that me and Rory, we had this mouse problem in our house, which was obviously not nice. And someone messaged back and was like, Holly, I one-up you. A mouse has actually given birth to little mouse babies in my bed. And she sent me a picture, and these little babies were in like a lunchbox, and they were like little pink things, and they were like proper mouse or rat babies. And I was like, do you know what? That is worse. At least I haven't had one in my bed. Well, not knowingly anyway, and not one that's given birth in my bed. I also know if I saw little mouse babies, I'd feel obliged to raise them. I'd be like, fine, I'm gonna have to be a mouse mum, which I imagine Rory wouldn't be best pleased with. Neither would I, actually. Sorry, I said I was gonna be quiet. Okay, let's just load this up and STFU. I've just realised my montage, you didn't even see me putting things on the dryer because the clip wasn't in focus, so sorry. Pants, okay? These are embarrassing. Care Bear. I think I've honestly had them like since before I hit that second wind of puberty at 25. That's how long these have lasted. These have lasted a whole, I don't know, they've lasted a long time. They've lasted longer than Rory. As in, sorry, not as in he's going, as in they've been around longer than him. They've lasted longer than Rory. Bye, babe. I can't believe I got proposed to in an Adenola hoodie. Like that is just quite rogue. It looks like I'm like a die-hard fan. I'm not. Didn't know what was going on, babe. I feel like I should start this segment with we listen and we don't judge. So I'm coming back to cut my own fringe. It's got too long and it's still not right, actually, if I'm really honest with myself. So I'm going to cut it and it's going to be good. Okay, this bit's getting the chop. This feels like a big bit's getting the chop. It's happened. We listen and we don't judge. How do we do this? Do we just get it all in? Oh, that's very wonky. Luckily I'm betrothed, so Rory can't leave me. Why are all these bits like curling off? We listen and we don't judge. If you're my hairdresser, we don't even watch. Oh, you haven't even had to see me, sorry. Okay, fringe is back on. Is it still too long? No, I think this is the thing with the fringe. This is a trick. You have to stop while you're ahead. Am I ahead?